Without our volunteers, we wouldn't have an office, we wouldn't have enrollment, we wouldn't have anything. Even a tribal council, I mean, we're all, do it on a volunteer basis.
We don't have the funding to hire people, so we pretty much depend on our volunteers, and they're doing a good job.
You can ask any Little Shell member, can you help out here? They're more than willing to give up their time to do that. Whether they're working in a regular job, own a business, retired, it's really easy to find those people, because I think it is that fire inside that keeps us all going and continue to go.
I know it drives my husband crazy of how much time I put in. He's made the comment to me, he says, it seems like you're putting more time into the Little Shell than you do at your regular job. Even our council didn't realize how much time I was putting in. They all handle things, but they usually get it done during the wake of the day. So then their evenings and weekends are theirs. And I says, I haven't had that since April through December. I was probably putting 40, 50 hours a week into it. I've just always had a passion for it, of finally getting to help our members see that it will get better. It is going to get better. We are getting things done, because I've always heard those comments through the past years when I'd go to the meetings. They would talk about, well, you talk about the same thing over and over and nothing ever gets done. We never see any progress. Well, they're seeing progress now.
Around our house, it's called the Little Shell Days of Our Lives, because it takes up so much time. I try to get to Great Falls as much as I can, and lately it's at least once a month. And it's not a problem. I mean, the only thing, it does take time away from G&G, this job, because usually it's done on the weekdays, or if it's done on a weekend, I lose my Saturday or Sunday, which, lucky I'm in a business now here at G&G where I can take the time to, and it is a lot of time. I mean, every day is, I probably get anywhere from 5 to 10 phone calls, and then emails are nonstop. If I didn't have this, I would not be able to volunteer as much or go up to Great Falls. I couldn't do that without this job. I can leave here at any time. Otherwise, it would be tough. You'd have to live in Great Falls.
I only intended to come in for a couple hours every so often. You get addicted to it, I think. It's so interesting, it really is. I've been volunteering since I think about April, May. The amount of time that I spend here changes periodically, but I would say on the average it's 4 to 5 hours a day. We're always busy, and it's very enjoyable doing that.
My first thought when I retired was I was going to be very bored. What am I going to do, But as I got into working with the tribe, I've never been bored. There's always something to do. When I'm in here, I'm usually working on the enrollment stuff and helping Pat and Roger. But then also at home, I'm also doing stuff. We would love to get more of the younger ones in here, but with the economy the way it is, most of our younger ones are working. So, then they can't volunteer in here where they have to make a living also. So most of our volunteers are elders.
It's huge to have these volunteers, because without them, we just couldn't afford it. We wouldn't have what we have now.